Hey my friend, Adam here, and today I'm going to share with you one of the most powerful marketing strategies available. The beauty of this is that it isn't a trick or a tactic or a hack or even a strategy at all, but rather a psychological phenomenon that you can use in your business to immediately increase the levels of know, like, and trust with your market. Once you understand this and start applying it in your business, you'll find that all of your marketing becomes immediately more effective, more profitable, and more fun too. So let's get to it. Alright, it's no secret if you've been in business for any length of time that I'm sure you've heard you need three different things for people to buy from you. First, they need to know you. And this one's kind of obvious because if they don't know who you are, well, it's kind of hard to buy from you. Next, they need to like you. This is because people like doing business with people and businesses they like. And this is why being relatable and authentic and relevant in all of your marketing is just so important. And then of course they need to trust you. And this is especially important for higher priced items or with businesses that deal in important issues like health or wealth or relationships. So if that's you, this is especially important. Now, of course, creating awareness and connecting with your audience and showing them that you understand their pains and their problems and their frustrations and how your business has a solution to them, well, that's what marketing is all about. And unsurprisingly, there's kind of a whole lot that goes into it. But what if there was a way to make all of that easier, simply by understanding and applying some basic psychological principles? I'm talking about leveraging the natural way that your customers and clients' minds work so that they begin to see you as not just one option, but the only available option, that go-to, must-have solution for their problems. And to be able to do all of this without being manipulative or pushy or salesy or aggressive or even being very persuasive at all. Seriously, the beauty of this is that it'll still work even if you don't consider yourself a master marketer or a sophisticated salesperson. So what exactly am I talking about? First, the sciencey part, then I'll break it down to show you exactly what to do with it. The psychological phenomenon I'm talking about, and the one you definitely want to include in your marketing strategy, is known as the mere exposure effect. It's one of the many cognitive biases that all us humans have. And it's basically the phenomenon where people tend to develop a preference for certain people, places, or things just because they're familiar with them. Or in other words, the more you hear or see something, the more you like it. Social psychologists sometimes call this the familiarity principle. And in different studies, they found that the more often someone sees a person, well, the more pleasing and likable they tend to find that person. Let that sink in for just a second. All right, time's up. By now, I'd like to imagine that the fireworks are going off inside your brain as you realize just how powerful and how powerfully simple this psychological phenomenon truly is. I mean, what the mere exposure effect is telling us directly is that one of the easiest ways to build that know, like, and trust factor with your market is simply to show up repeatedly. That's it. It doesn't mean showing up with beautiful content or an amazing sales page or funnel. It doesn't mean showing up with perfectly crafted emails and an endless stream of value. And it doesn't mean showing up perfect or polished or even moderately presentable. Nope, just means showing up. Like literally, just show up and then do it again and again. And whether they want to or not, your ideal target market, those people that you're trying to attract, well, they'll subconsciously and automatically start to like you more. Now, of course, I am going to suggest that you make these touch points and these opportunities for engagement as valuable and strategic as possible, always basing them on proven marketing strategies and principles and fundamentals, but really, just showing up is a pretty good start. Let me give you an example from my own life of how I see this still play out pretty much every single day. When I work with a client, I can pretty much always tell which of them have consumed my videos or read my emails or followed me for any length of time, and those that haven't, and just happened to stumble across something I put out there and decided to reach out. Pretty much without exception, those that have consumed my content and read my emails or followed me for any length of time are almost always better fits and are more enjoyable to work with. Makes sense though, right? I mean, not only have they seen and heard me before, often a lot, but because I'm also strategic with my content, it allows me to provide value and share my beliefs and connect with them on a far deeper level, way in advance of ever even considering to work together. Plus, that good old mere exposure effect does come into play. And in fact, that's one of the main reasons that I record many of my sales page or onboarding videos in this exact same setup that you're looking at now. It's familiar to people. They've seen it before, and so it makes everything feel better and nicer and safer. Now, of course, when it comes to taking advantage of the mere exposure effect in your business, there is no shortage of available tools or tactics or traffic sources for you to choose from. But of all the available options, one reigns supreme, and that is none other than our good old friend, email marketing. And that's why the next thing you're going to want to do is check out the video I have linked up right here on email marketing made simple. So make sure to check that out now, and I'll see you in the next episode.